beavers are building a dam to resist the flood. To improve efficiency, they place the little civet on the ice. Then, with their high-speed chattering teeth, they easily bite through a large tree. But the bird eggs in the tree fall down. Fortunately, the bird eggs come with their own parachutes. The beaver prepares to cut down the big tree, but it remains intact. It gets angry and switches to a new blade, but because it's too sharp, it flies straight out under the force of inertia. The beaver advances through the water and finds a target, but a big dog suddenly blocks its way. It turns out there's a bone hidden under the tree. Before it can continue working, its companions have already finished cutting down all these trees, but the little beaver isn't discouraged and then frantically chops at trees. But unexpectedly, it cuts through a utility pole. After that, under the engineer's direction, the dam is quickly built. But the little civet always wants to prove its worth. It arrives at a giant tree at a speed of 10 kilometers per second, picks up an axe and swings it wildly, but the big tree remains intact. Instead, the weapon in its hand breaks in half. The beaver crosses 4, 5, 6 mountains and takes out several boxes of dynamite from the warehouse. But after the explosion, the big tree still stands tall. At this moment, the crow warns that the flood will arrive soon. The beaver army immediately accelerates the construction speed. The little beaver's brain spins at high speed and finally comes up with a solution. It takes out its pet termites. Soon, the big tree is cut in half at the waist. The beaver in the river jumps down from the mountaintop, steps on the big tree, and just as it's about to fall, flips the big tree over to use it as a parachute. But after it lands, the flood attacks like a fierce beast. It has to hug the big tree and run quickly. At this moment, the dam only needs one last log to be completed. But just then, the lifting rope has a problem, and the flood is about to strike. Fortunately, the little beaver falls from the sky holding the big tree, successfully blocks the flood, and becomes a hero of the entire tribe.